Feeling lonely has nothing to do with being alone. Sometimes you can feel alone even while you are married. Loneliness is your inability to connect, and it is one of the worst feelings that a person can have, especially while you are married or in a relationship, because you expect that your partner will be the person that understands and connects with you the best. If you want to know how to solve this problem and how to kill this feeling of loneliness while you are in a relationship, make sure to watch this video till the end, as it will provide you with a secret strategy that will solve this problem for you. Hello everyone, and welcome to Resistant Romance channel, where we will help you achieve the happiest relationship with your partner. Make sure to hit the subscribe and bell buttons not to miss our secret tips and tricks. So without further ado, let's get started. First of all, we need to share with you some signs that can tell that you feel lonely in a relationship. So here we go. Number 1, you change the way in communication with others. If you were usually a happy person, someone who is decent in communication, etc., then this started to change and you became someone who's nervous, aggressive, etc., then it is time to stop and ask yourself, why do you feel this way? It could be very possibly that you feel lonely with your partner, that it affects you, and that you now started to behave like this with others as well. Sign number 2, tendency to isolation. If you found yourself avoiding people and not interested in spending time with people, then this could be a sign of feeling lonely with your partner. Number 3, changes in appetite. One of the things that points out that there is an issue is the fact that your appetite changes. You either eat a lot or barely eat at all. This could be a sign of stress due to the depression you have because of the feeling of loneliness you have with your partner. Number 4, ignoring your hygiene. Personal hygiene is one of the most important things for us as humans. A person who cares about his personal hygiene is someone who has self-value and respect. When you dress well, smell well, we send message to others and to ourselves that we are happy. When we feel happy, we are ready to open up to others and ready to enjoy life. When you start caring less about your personal hygiene, that might be a sign that you are feeling lonely and not happy with your partner. He could be doing lots of things that make you feel so detached that you are no longer caring about how they see you. You actually know that whatever you do, they still won't appreciate it. Sign number 5, escaping responsibilities. We all have responsibilities, and what makes us wake up every day ready to face those challenges is believing that it is worth it. When you are in a relationship, this means that there is a big percentage that your partner is not around you. They might be avoiding you, not appreciating what you do, so you feel that you are giving and giving without receiving any appreciation to fuel you to continue. Those are some of the signs, so let's now share with you how to deal with the relationship loneliness and how to sort this issue out. Number 1, plant seeds of love. If you feel neglected and lonely, you usually feel disconnected and even angry. So we actually tend to have a defense mechanism, which in return will make the situation worse. A great tactic here is to understand the love language of your partner and take the initiative yourself to first make them feel loved. When you do this, you will open a window for conversation to solve issues, as they will feel that you love them and honor them. You respect them and you want to make them feel happy. It is important to do so. Number 2, don't assume that your partner knows. One of the mistakes that couples make is that they usually assume that their partner can read their mind and know how they feel, or know what they want. The truth is, even if you believe that your partner knows you very well, yet you should still never assume that your partner knows what you are thinking about or what you feel. You should always take the initiative to express what you feel and explain it to your partner. Communication is one of the things that will help you have a healthier and happier relationship with your partner. Moreover, it will help you preserve your mental health. Number 3, explain and speak. Being able to have your rights is a skill that most people don't learn. It is okay to give chances, be wise, because if you didn't take the step and speak out of what you feel and what you need, and what your expectations are, you will end up feeling and living miserable. Relationships are based on trust, and you can never trust someone who you can never communicate what you feel to and know that he understands your boundaries and respect them. So it is your responsibility to communicate and to know how to communicate with others, especially with your loved ones. Number 4, listen to your partner. You are responsible to listen, and as well, you are responsible to be listened to. When you talk to your partner and tell them how you feel, he will automatically react and explain himself. It is very important to listen to them. It can never work as a one-way situation. If you speak, he listens, and when he speaks, you listen to him. This is how communication is done. When your partner speaks, make sure to display active listening. Listen to him with all your senses, your heart, ears, and eyes. Listen and take notes of what he is saying. Try to understand what he says and don't take it personal. When you listen, try to take points of what he's saying. Treat those points as a chance for improvement. Ask them what is his opinion, what he thinks is possible from his point of view to solve the issue, and work together to find the resolution. Number 5, break the cycle with friends. If you feel lonely with your partner, it is a very good thing to keep yourself busy and engage with communication with friends and family. When you surround yourself with others who love you and cherish you, this will recharge you, and this feeling of loneliness will disappear, at least when you are away from your partner. This is very good, as this will allow you to recharge and calm down so you can actually gather yourself and discuss things with your partner. As we said, sorting issues out with your partner requires that you be brave and face the problem with patience and wisdom. So, this step is important so you can plan for the confronting phase. When we talk while we have negative feelings, we usually hurt each other. While if we are calm and recharged, we will be able to control our nerves and have a fruitful discussion. Number 6, rebuild self-esteem. When we are in a relationship, we feel sad. We start attacking our partner as we believe that they are responsible to fix our issues. However, the issue is they are not, and we are the ones responsible. We cannot control how people react. However, we can control how we can react and how we can find a way out of the problems. Before you start communicating, it is very important to take a step back and rebuild your self-esteem again after you feel it was cracked by your loved ones. When you work on building your self-esteem, it will give you more trust in yourself and your abilities. And this in return will make you capable of listening and handling a good conversation with your partner later on. Number 7, assert your boundaries and consequences. We actually feel lonely in a relationship because we have expectations that are not met. So we start to feel negative about it. It is so important that you constantly remind your partner with your boundaries. As we said before, a relationship is a give and take process. If you ended up giving and giving and giving without taking back, you will feel tired and consumed. As well, it is very important not just to show your boundaries, but as well to communicate the consequences of continuing using the same behavior. Drawing boundaries is not enough. You must explain what will happen if your partner didn't respect your boundary. This will let them understand and respect you more, and as well will put them in a state of being ready to give more. Number 8, spend quality time. With the burdens of life and busy schedules along with responsibilities, we take our partners for granted and we forgot to spend quality time with our loved ones. This one by one start to affect the relationship and start making us feeling unhappy, unappreciated, and unvalued. So we simply start avoiding our partner as we feel lonely. One of the most important things is to spend quality time with your loved ones. Take them out, go have some fun, watch a movie together, travel together, make it a fun time, and just simply agree that this will be time for recharge and recalling good times. This will make you feel happier and better and will make you feel loved again. Number 9, seek professional help. If you tried the above and the relationship is still not working, it is very important to give it one more chance through seeking professional help. I believe that learning psychology is now one of the most important things to study. This is because it teaches you how to understand yourself and people and how to communicate with people. And your partner is one of the most close to you, you spend most time with, and you share burdens of life with. So seeking professional help and visiting marriage counselors is very important, not just for your marriage, but also for your mental health. By now, you have some tips and tricks to try. However, if you want to know how to get him interested in you again and chase after you, then be ready and click to watch the next video, as we will share with you the secret strategy that will make him die to be with you again. So click and watch this video right now.